implementation is much more streamlined, much more, there's more templates, things are more industry specific, and so there's less pain. Just before we started recording this, we were talking to a friend of ours who owns the studio, and didn't he just say he went through an SAP integration and it was painful?
Absolutely, absolutely. No.
It's like, I wish I knew about NetSuite before, right?
So ERPs involve change. Change is always painful. We as human beings don't like to change. So the question is, how much change and how much pain do you truly want to take on? So typically an SAP is good for a larger company above $1 billion, where you have loads of money and time and people and resources to go and redevelop the wheel. Most smaller businesses don't have that time. They don't have that ability to dedicate all of those resources. So that's where NetSuite comes in. And it's one of the main selling points is, again, we're concentrating on the workflows and the data for your business, and we're not developing a brand new version of something that's been developed 1,000 times before. And that's the key thing about NetSuite: configure, not build.
That's a big differentiator. I mean, you just mentioned $1 billion business. So revenue-wise, this could be good for somebody that's from where to where?
So we see it across the board. So we signed on a new client last week that's pre-revenue. They're in the mining industry. They're developing a revolutionary new drilling rig. And their plan is they have their first round of funding, and their plan is to list in about 5 years.
Wow.
And they're starting off with the right platform. As the CEO said to me, if we're building the best drilling rig in the world, we need the best financial platform in the world. And we're taking him from pre-rev right the way through. In 2-3 years, he'll list. You find companies 3 to 5 million benefit massively out of this because they're in that stage where they're about to step up. And that's a real difference. What you find right now is that QuickBooks is starting to change. They're trying to force people into the cloud. And that means that as much as you love your QuickBooks Desktop, it is going to change. It is going to go away in one form or another. So much as we love it, you have to move somewhere.
And that's happening now, if I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely.
Like there's a deadline right now.
Yeah, there's a deadline where they're going to stop selling new licenses. I believe that's in August. And this is the start of the process where they're going to, in essence, force everyone to the cloud.
Yeah.
And what you find is most people who love QuickBooks Desktop are not so much in love with QuickBooks Cloud. And that's a very common thing.
Very common.
So what we say to them is, what do you really want? Well, we need this and we need this. We need the access and the power, a real-time system, 24/7, no ransomware. That's all pre-built. So that's a big feature for those kind of under $5 million companies. Companies $10 to $50 million, they're growing. They have complexity. They may not have an IT shop. They may not have developers. They may not want to manage a team of developers like the gentleman we were talking to. So this is where a configure not build comes into play. And then as the companies start to grow, we're currently working with a company. It's very exciting. They're bringing their manufacturing in-house, and they want to be able to play with companies at $500 million to $1 billion. And the question is, how do they get those tools? Those tools come out of the box pre-configured. So a smaller $50 million company gets the same capabilities as someone who spent millions and millions on an SAP, and they can punch with the same weight, but they're more flexible.
And they can do it faster and more streamlined out of the box.
Exactly.
I mean, that's powerful.
Very powerful. And the ability just to turn on the modules as they need without extra integration is very important. So you want to be able to scale at your pace of doing business, not at the scale that the integrator tells you to do. So if you want to start with financials, move to inventory, take a break, then move to manufacturing, you can. If you go from 1,000 transactions to 10,000 transactions a month, you don't have to rebuild your system. So one of the questions is, what does the NetSuite platform give you? It gives you the scalability of Oracle's infrastructure around the world. One of the most secure, one of the most powerful platforms out there. And that's where a smaller company can really punch above its weight because it has one of the best infrastructures in the world on demand when it needs it.
Hey, thank you so much for enjoying this video. I have a quick message about NetSuite. Every firm that's come to us for guidance has totally transformed their business with NetSuite. So if you're in professional services, maybe you're in healthcare, manufacturing, could be that you're in warehousing, maybe you have an accounting firm or a law firm, could be you're in private equity, doing M&A, maybe you have a business that has multiple locations, or really it could be a wide variety of other industries. NetSuite solves so many of the business problems that you're facing. One major issue right now is QuickBooks Desktop. If you're using QuickBooks Desktop, which is going end of life, and you're ready to make a change, NetSuite will definitely solve that problem. Also, if you already have NetSuite, but you're frustrated or maybe you're disappointed with the level of service you're getting, with the outcomes that you're getting, with the productivity that you expect that you should be getting, you should definitely reach out to me, okay? Our clients consistently tell us that they feel way more confident and they see a lot more reliability and way better outcomes and productivity, not to mention 40 to 70% savings on NetSuite licensing. So we're here for you. Also, we'll help you determine if NetSuite is the actual right fit for you, and we'll provide expert support. So don't wait. Use the form below, schedule a free consultation with me, and let's see how NetSuite can transform your business. Now back to the video. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.